welcome back to another episode here on my YouTube channel. My name is Bo Bernier Frank and I'm a surrealist painter based out of Pacific Grove here on the California coast. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about inspiration and how we can find it from various sources and how we can maximize that inspiration to use it to our advantage to create work that is both meaningful and fun to make. So I found that inspiration can be found anywhere if you have some kind of Wi-Fi or if you have some access to be able to purchase the book through Amazon or go to a bookstore and buy it. Unfortunately now there's not as many, but there are places. And I'm really lucky because my brother Nathan, he actually went through this phase, he still is in this phase, of just buying books. Like he buys tons of books and he reads all of them, and the great thing about it is that he highlights the best parts of the book. So lately I've been listening to so many different podcasts, so many different videos on YouTube of like motivational speeches from history and from people from our own time. I'm reading a lot of books from my brother's library that are just on so many different subjects. You know, people that are talking about, what's an example? People that opened up a business, people that are maximizing their time, people that are trying to simplify their lives, people that are trying to find the meaning of happiness, people that are trying to have a healthy body and follow this healthy nutrition and diet and workout plan, and people that are pursuing things like how to be a great actor, how to be a great filmmaker, and biographies, and how to self-improve. And I think those are all great things, and sometimes I feel like there's just so much to take in, and it can be paralyzing at times. But I think it's good to read books like that and listen to podcasts like that, because it's just like a reminder. It tells you that you're human and you're going to forget these things, but if you reread it and you kind of try to think about it and be thoughtful and process it and try to understand how that story relates to your story and making those connections. I think when you get in that mindset of wanting to grow and you don't have this fixed mindset but this growth mindset, inspiration is at every turn. I mean, inspiration can come from just being grateful about the life that you have and being blessed into the family that you've been blessed into, or the country that you've been blessed into, or having a job that can sustain you, or being in an environment that is beautiful and gives you nature, or it's in a city and there's music and there's bands and there's food that you really like. You know, watching a movie that you love, that's inspiring. Watching a movie from your childhood that you used to love, that's inspiring. Going for a walk outside and getting some fresh air, that's inspiring. Learning a new skill, that's inspiring. Having a great conversation with a friend. These are all things that can get you in that zone where you feel good about yourself and your place in the universe. And that can be a great place to just direct it to your canvas, or direct that to your project, or direct that to your book, or whatever it is that you like doing. I think so much of this inspiration that is just all around us, like there's this unlimited supply, and we get inspired, and it's great, and then we don't do anything with it, and it just goes away. And the next day is a whole new day, and you have to rediscover that inspiration. And when you rediscover it, you gotta use it, because if you don't use it, like I said before, it just goes away. So when you're young, I think inspiration comes from within, because you're always excited about life and you're so hungry to just be on this planet. And then I think over time, because of family issues, because of school, because of bullying, because of emotional distress from puberty, because of having a bad grade on a test, or breaking up with your significant other, like all these things can definitely contribute to you feeling bitter or sad or broken, and that can lead to apathy, or it can lead to getting mixed up with the wrong crowds or doing the wrong kind of things. That can kind of give you some setbacks, but that's also part of life, because those rough moments in your life, those actually end up becoming such a big part of who you are. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to hide. It's just a part of the process. And I think once you get older and you realize that inspiration doesn't come as easily, you kind of have to go on the hunt and you have to look really hard for that inspiration. But it's there. It's everywhere. It's in your family. It's in your friends. It's in your job. It's in this beautiful sunset that you watched. It's in a glass of wine if you're old enough to drink. It's in pursuing a worthwhile and meaningful goal. Like, that's inspiring. Because if you inspire others, you're actually inspiring yourself to keep on going forward. So when you feel like you don't know what to do and you feel like you're bored and there's no light at the end of the tunnel, there's no way out, you're just gonna always be bored all the time, don't watch Netflix. Don't waste it with people who don't care about your future. Don't waste it in jobs that are gonna be long-term making you unhappy. Like, money is not inspiring. But maybe the pursuit of money, if it's pursuing like a really cool career path that you really get excited about and money just happens to be a byproduct, yes, pursue that. But what's inspiring is growing, it's learning, it's feeling like you're a part of a community, it's embracing who you are and honoring it. It's inspiring others who used to be in the same shoes that you used to be in. Because I think a lot of times we forget the person that we used to be. And that's a part of your story.